Um, Hello and welcome to Possibilities. I'm your host, Danny Steeves. Joining me today is Joan Chaisson from Newfoundland, Canada. Welcome to the show, Joan.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Oh, it's my pleasure. So Joan is a mastermind behind a great initiative. Now, there's a town in Newfoundland that is totally autism friendly. And Joan is mastermind behind that. Can you share a bit of what you're doing?
Yes, certainly. In our town, we have a small town. It is less than 4,000 people. And we started off with just 4 members in our group back in 2010. And we've certainly increased since then. And in our town now, to make it autism friendly, we have different things. One thing we have is an autism friendly hotel. And in that hotel, our group has developed and built a sensory room in the hotel. And then I've worked with the hotel manager and the owner, and we have put in secured bedrooms so that everything is attached to the walls and in the cupboards and that, so people, won't get hurt if they happen to hit something off. We have a slideshow of the hotel, so parents, when they email in and get a reservation, a slideshow can go home to the parents, be emailed out, and then the children can see exactly what the hotel looks like outside and inside. We have a picture menu there, and so the children can easily see what is on the menu, and they can point if they're nonverbal. We have a questionnaire that is sent out to the parents to let us know any special needs. Have a quiet room there for parents if they want to eat in the quiet room. And the trained have all been, the staff have all been trained about autism. We also have an arena, our sports complex arena, and that has specialized bowling and swimming. Plus our group has raised money, and we have a fitness center there for children with autism. And then we have the different businesses in town who have been educated and trained under autism, and they work with us so that their business can become autism friendly.
So how did you approach the businesses to ask them if they were interested?
I went face to face with them.
Yeah.
I do very little with emails. I always go to meet the people.
Yeah.
And then once I do that, they know me. I'm from this town. I've lived here all my life.
Yeah.
So most people know me, and they know about our group because we're out in the public a lot. And as they see success, when they see success in the children, then they want to take part and be part of the success, because they know, the business know that they're helping the children, because that's where the children are going to get their success.
Yeah. Can you share a little bit more about the sensory room that you have available? Like, Where's that located?
Okay, we have one sensory room, which is at the Hotel Port Basque.
Yeah.
And that sensory room has things in there that would meet each of your senses. So we have, for instance, we have a big pillow there that is made with a certain kind of fabric and also beads in it that can be moved around. You can make it into a chair, you can make it into a pillow, and it's a really good crash pillow. We have 2 different types of swings, a cocoon's nest swing, and also a type of a regular cloth swing. We have visual lights there that you can turn on and see the different lights. And we can also dim the lights in the room. We have different textures, objects that you can have. We have a small climbing wall there for children to be able to climb. We have many different fidget items that children can use. We have a pea pod there, which is like a canoe, and the children can sit in it and they rock back and forth. And they can also get pressure because they can push against the sides of the canoe. So that's one sensory room. Then the other one that we have is at our Bruce 2 complex, and that's part of our fitness center that we developed. And that also has same type of objects, but it also has a lot more. It has like a climbing ladder, it has slides, has basketball nets, it has balance bikes, it has...
What is a balance bike?
Pardon?
What is a balance bike?
Oh, a balance bike is a bike with no pedals. So the children learn to ride it by just their balance on the bike, and they can touch their feet to the floor.
Yeah.
And we also have go-karts, too, for children who can't ride a bicycle. So we have go-karts that they can ride, which have 4 wheels and pedals.
Right, before we get any further, can you share, a little bit why you decided to do it? And how you came up with the idea?
I was a special education teacher and a regular teacher for 30 years, and I retired in 2009. So then after my retirement, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but a parent in town asked me if I would work with their child who has autism. So I decided to do that, and then through him, I got the love of working with children with autism and learning that each child is different and that you had to figure out how they learn in order for them to have success. And then we started our little group with just 4 people because we thought that maybe other parents would like to have support and be educated and to be able to educate others about autism. So that was how we started, and it just grew from there. Then a parent would tell me, like, I like to be able to take my child somewhere and they would be able to learn their gross motor skills before they go to school. Yeah. So that was how we started the gym in the sensory room at our Bruce 2 complex. Parents told me about how they couldn't go to hotels to stay because it was really hard on their children. So right, yeah. That was when we started to work with the hotel.
Yeah. And what kind of response have you got from the community at large because of what you're doing?
We have got a lot of support from the community. And one example is that we didn't have an office or a resource room to work from. We were using a room that we had at the hotel just for meetings. And I put it on Facebook one day that wondering if someone had a small room that we could put our materials in. And within 20 minutes, there was a lady who got in touch with me who has a business in town. And she said, we have a large room plus storage. You can have free of charge, no rent, no utilities. We will pay for everything. You people can have this room. And it's fantastic. And this is what the community is like. If we ask for something, the community is there for us.
What? And how many years ago was that?
We started this in 2012. No, 2010, I'm sorry. We started our group.
And if you don't mind, I saw a report about a little boy named Isaac. Can you share a little bit about Isaac?
Isaac is a very high-functioning child with autism.
Yeah.
As you could tell, he's very verbal.
Yeah.
He does well in school, but his autism affects his social skills sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes he doesn't like change. He has friends, but he would sooner have his friends on the internet and computer.
Yeah.
But he does have friends outside. He goes to like sports and that sort of thing, but he does like to play by himself lots of times.
Yeah. So it's funny because you were on the morning show this morning, and they were mentioning you have 14 people in your community with autism.
Yes, that is 14 that we know of in our group.
Yeah.
There may be more because, of course, we don't know the school records.
Right. Yeah.
But that is 14 that we know of.
Yeah.
And yes, they're of different ages, of course. And we have different programs for them. Like for the older children, we have a youth center that they can go to, and there's a specialized program there for them for an hour a week that they can go, and they can bring their friends and have computer and video games. We also have in our room that was donated to us. In that room, the children meet, and we have music time and different social things for them there. Plus, the parents and educators and therapists, they're allowed to borrow all of our resources that we have, as you would like in a library, because the resources are so expensive, they can't afford to buy them, and it may not work with their child.
When you say resources, what do you mean? Do you mean literature, or what kind of resources do you have available?
We have, there's a man named Terry Hardy. He volunteers his time. He's a musician. He volunteers his time, and he comes into our room every Thursday, and he will sing music with the children, and he plays a guitar, and the children take part. And this is for the younger children. So if they want him to dress up, he'll dress up. And then they have a lot of interaction back and forth with him.
Wow, that is great. What do you just work with children, or do you work with adults as well?
Yes, we're just starting now to do to work with some adults, and we're hoping to work with them. Our long-range plan is we're hoping that maybe we can help out with trying to find some housing, independent housing for them. And this is just something new now that's coming onto our stream because our children are starting to get older.
Yeah.
So we're starting to try to look at in the future and see what can happen with that.
So, how many children do you have access to the program?
Oh, well, all the children with autism have access to our programs, and we always partnership with other people when we do things such as the swimming, the bowling, everything that we do, the hotel, and our fitness center and whatnot. So that means that we'll take our fitness center, for example. Our children use it, but also all preschool children, regardless if they have autism or not, it doesn't matter. All preschool children also have a time to use the fitness center, and our sports center, they rent it out for all birthday parties.
Yeah.
So the material gets used and the equipment gets used by all the people in town.
I want to ask you this: is there say I have someone watching this who is interested in having more information and possibly getting less autism friendly. How can I go about that?
Well, you can get in touch with me, and I can certainly help you. They can. We have we have an AIM page, a public page on Facebook, and it's called AIM, Autism Involves Me.
Yeah.
So they can get that one,
Yeah.
and they can go through that one to find me.
Yeah. Do you see this model working for any community?
It's all volunteer work. There is no paid work in this. Everything that we do is all volunteer.
Yeah. But can this work for anybody or?
Oh, yes, it can certainly work for any community. That is the thing that we really want people to know, that it's very easy to do in any community. It takes time. You do a little bit at a time. It does not cost a lot of money. You know, you can fundraise, or you can go and find what type of grants are available in your area. But everything we have done, we haven't spent over maybe $50,000 since we've started, because we don't have to worry about rent. We don't have to worry about insurances, because we always partner with another business when we're doing it. So that makes a big difference.
And you have how many businesses involved?
The whole community is involved. Yes. And we just finished now having some training for businesses and staffs of people. And what that happened, that when they came to our training session, they got a sticker to put into their business saying that they are autism aware. Now, I will meet with each business and go over what they need to do in their business to make it a bit more accessible and a bit more maybe sensory free for people going in. And then when that's done, then they will get a sticker to put in their window saying they're autism friendly.
Can you expand on what kind of businesses you have?
And what kind of businesses?
Yeah.
We have many types of businesses. We have like a lot of our restaurants are working with me.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I just had a group of children out to a restaurant here in town, Pizza Delight.
Yeah.
And while I was there, they gave me a $100 check to put into our bank account.
Wow, that is great.
Yes, because we're raising money now to buy a piece of equipment to put into our school playground, and it's a tube with windows in it. So the children can go in there when they feel overstimulated and they need to go get a space away for themselves.
Yeah.
So that way, then our playground will be autism friendly. And other businesses that we have are like even things such as the post office, because what we do there is that the employees, they understand the children, so they can go in, they will wait and give the child time to talk. I've taken in cue cards and given to the staff, so they know what to ask a child.
Yeah.
They will, if the child is waiting for something to come, they will phone the child and let them know when it's in, so they don't have to go each day and have a meltdown because it's not here yet. Other businesses such as the banks, we do the same thing with the banks. The children can go in there and they learn how to count money, and they know they can do their own banking.
Yeah.
We have just regular convenience stores that the children go to. They shop at the grocery stores. So it's all types of stores that are working with us.
And do you see this model working for any other disability, or do you want it to stay specifically autism?
They're mainly working with autism right now, and I think that may be because autism is sort of being known so much, and I'm going around meeting them all. But I think that if someone else took the lead on for another disability, they would come forth and support that also.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a website at all where people can get other resources if they want to do this in their community?
No, we don't at the moment, but as a matter of fact, we're going to be working on that, because before all this media happened, we didn't really realize the importance of it, but we were kind of just working away here on our own, not thinking about, the outside world. And then Today's Parent magazine, they came last summer and wanted to do an article, a documentary on Port Basque.
Yeah.
And from there, it started to go worldwide. So we are now going to do a website and work on that, and we're going to do it up so that we can have something that people will be able to get information from.
Speaking of media, what has your reaction been to what has your response been to all this media for covering your story?
What have we done for covering our story?
What has your reaction been?
Oh, the reaction has been just overwhelming. We couldn't believe it. We were so pleased last year with Today's Parent, and then this year when CBC asked to come down to do a story on us, I just couldn't believe it. And we're getting a lot of messages, such as people like yourself calling and wanting to do this kind of an interview. We've had messages from the States, we've had messages all over Canada, and people asking how they can build a sensory room, or how can they do this with their town. And our own town is very, very proud of ourselves. They're very proud. Everywhere I go and the children go, they're saying, wow, good job. And we can't do it without the town. The town has to support us. So it's a pat on the back for everyone.
And what kind of things do you have coming up in the future? Like, what kind of things would you like to see doing in the future?
Well, a couple of things we're working on right now for the future. One is that we're working with Medical Alert of Canada, and we're working with having special bracelets for children with autism. So it's a type of a bracelet that can track them wherever they go, and there's a number that goes in it, and it goes into the Medical Alert database. So then if the police stop them or to help them, they can see where they are. Excuse me. Another thing is we're working with our Marine Atlantic terminal here in Port aux Basques, because we're the gateway to Port aux Basques when you're in Canada and you're coming from Nova Scotia to Newfoundland. You have to come by ferry since we're an island. So we're working with the terminal here. So that will be by next tourist season. That's going to be an autism-friendly terminal, and that would be a major thing for our town. We're also looking at that maybe by next year, we're hoping to be able to have it so that we could have a retreat here for a weekend for people with autism, and they will be able to come here for a retreat.
What kind of activities do you want to see at the retreat?
Well, what we were hoping for is that we already got our hotel autism friendly, so they have a place there to stay. Our recreation center have already told us that they will open up and they will offer the bowling, the swimming, the gym that we have there. We will have the people in town have already said that they will donate certain things for them to be able to do, such as like our wagon ride that we have here for the children. People in town will give discounts so that the parents can go and have a meal, and we will have people look after the child while they're gone, and that sort of thing. Different salons have said they would give discounts for the parents to be able to go out and have a nice evening. And of course, they'll also have a meeting with us.
I want to ask you about the swimming lessons. Are they free of charge, or do people have to pay for those services?
Swimming, they have private lessons, one-on-one, but the amount that they pay is less than regular swimmers have to pay. So there's a discount on it. And if something happens that the parents can't pay, well, then we either have Jump Start, which is a program through Canadian Tire. They will pay for it, or our AIM group will pay for it. So there's no child that's not able to take available of it. There are no certificates in the swimming. We take the child wherever they are, and they just keep working on and on until they can swim. And like Isaac, when he started, he couldn't swim at all. He was afraid of the water. And so he went through our program, and now he's on the regular swim meet team. And he's doing wonderful.
Okay, my final, one of my final questions is what has the reaction of the parents been like for parents with children with autism? What have they said to you?
The parents are really, really happy. The parents know that they can bring their children out in the community. There are more parents now who are taking advantage of all the things that we offer. One time, people had a negative feeling towards autism, but now it's a positive feeling. And one of the other things that happens to bring that about is that one of our business owners, she pays to have an article or a small message in our local newspaper every week about autism. So the people in town are being educated every week. So autism in our town now is just like a regular run-of-the-mill thing. And so the parents are very proud to have children with autism, whereas one time they thought it was a negative thing to have. So it's come a long ways. It's turned everything around.
If a parent is watching this right now and they're struggling with their child with autism, what would your message be to that parent?
It would be that your child is a beautiful child. Their brain just works differently. They have to advocate for their child.
Yeah.
They have to be able to let the child do what the child is able to do, and give them time for them to learn how they are able to do their own things. Every child with autism is very different. We say if you met one child with autism, you have only met one child. And I always say it's true that the children are like a puzzle, because you have to figure out how they learn, and you have to be able to read their behaviors. So once you can do that, you will have great success with the child.
Well, great message. I want to thank you for coming on the show today, and I'm sure your efforts are far from done. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much for asking me to come on. I'm quite proud to do this with you.
So if